So, but for those who logged in early, we got a little tour of the studio and the changes that we've done, preparing to reopen in person. Now, bring your feet together. We'll loosen up the knees. And change direction. Now the ankles. Change direction. And the other foot. And change direction. Okay. So in today's reminder email, I said the agenda for this morning would be Tai Chi Ball, 4 gates breathing, Tai Chi Ball breathing, and Tai Chi Ball Qigong. As I don't know if you, if I told you, or if I told you that you remembered, but I'm going through cardiac rehab with Inova, and you might ask, "Well, you call yourself a Qigong master and you're going through cardiac rehab?" Well, folks, there's a lot of factors in health, and one of them is genetics, and genetics is pretty tough to beat. So, both my teacher Yang Jui Ming and I have sort of about the best genetics when it comes to heart disease. So my father had a fatal heart attack at age 57. I'm 73, so I have not had a heart attack yet. But I have had 3 stents put in, so I'm going through the cardiac rehab, but I've lived 16 years beyond my father's age. So my uncles and my grandfather all died in their late 50s, early 60s from heart disease. So I'm going through cardiac rehab, and they remind us that we should have relaxing meditative exercise practice. We should have aerobic exercise, and we should have weight lifting exercise. So Tai Chi and Qigong are normally aerobic. They are very meditative. They also are normally weightlifting. However, Tai Chi Ball Qigong is all 3. And so when it comes to supplementing your fitness program, Tai Chi Ball Qigong is, as Master Yang says, the best Qigong he knows. So, and if we look at it through the ability to fulfill all 3 of those exercise requirements and say, yes, it is very good. So, if we look at the meditative part, there is an internal part that makes Qigong special exercise, where we use the mind to lead the Qi. And there's the external part, where if we have a weighted ball, we can get weight-bearing exercise by working with the weighted ball. First, of course, we have to loosen up in order to do the Tai Chi ball correctly, relaxed fashion, and with the spine loose. So let's start off with about 10 minutes of spinal Qigong to get the spine loose so it can move in a slow, soft wave like we needed to in Qigong exercise. So with the feet about hip width apart, interlock your fingers. Inhale, gently expand the abdomen, gently push down on your perineum. Exhale, gently contract your abdomen, gently lift your perineum or pelvic floor, same area. Stretch out any tight places and continue deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, turn to the side. And continue to breathe. Inhale, come back to the front. And exhale, turn to the other side. Inhale, come back to the front. One more time to each side. Inhale, come back to the front. Exhale, turn to the side. Inhale, come back to the front. Stretch up, exhale, and bend. Inhale, come back to the center, and switch to the other wrist. Stretch up, exhale, and bend. Inhale, come back to the center. Once more to each side. Inhale, come back to center. Stretch up, exhale, and bend. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bend your waist, move your hips around to loosen your lower back. Squat down with feet flat if you can. Lift up your heels. Bring your shoulders forward and inhale. Roll them to the back and exhale. In and out. And stop with your shoulders at the back. Inhale with your shoulders held back. Change direction. Exhale when your shoulders come forward. And now drop your chin onto your chest. Roll your head to the side. Gently stretch out the muscles on the side of your neck. Roll down. Put your chin on your chest again. Roll up the other side. Gently stretch. And continue rotating slowly from side to side. If you can hear, with the air conditioning units not operating at the moment, the air filter is operating. It's very quiet. The hum you hear is from the fluorescent lights. So the air filtration unit will not disturb the class when we're here in person. And bring your head back upright. Step out to a little wider than shoulder width stance and start horizontal circles. Coordinating with the breathing, inhale when the lower abdomen goes backwards. Exhale when it comes forwards. And as your abdomen goes backwards, tuck the buttocks under, flatten the lower back. As it goes forward, you can untuck. You need to get the spine loosened up for Tai Chi Ball and for just general healthy living, of course, as well. Too much sitting, too much immobility creates stiffness and difficulties in the spine. Turn slowly to the side. Come back to center and reverse. I'll turn to the other side. Now come back to center and reverse directions. You continue to coordinate with your breathing. Continue to focus your mind on your lower spine and sacrum. Turn slowly to the side. Gradually come back to center and turn to the other side. Come back to center. Slowly make the circle smaller. And we'll come to a stop and we'll wave the spine. So work first on the lumbar spine. Coordinating with breathing. Exhale here. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Focus your mind on your lumbar spine and try to feel the vertebrae moving section by section in a slow, soft wave. Turn slowly to the side. Gradually come back to center and turn to the other side. Come back to center. Now bring the wave up to the shoulders. Continue to coordinate with breathing. And focus your mind on feeling the wave begin in the bottoms of your feet and work its way upward, section by section, slowly and softly. And turn to the side. Gradually come back to center and turn to the other side. Come back to center. Add the arms. The arms become an extension of the wave. And we have the whole body moving like a slow, soft whip. Everything connected from the bottoms of the feet to the tips of the fingers. Tips of the fingers. And we finish. All right. There's an internal aspect of Tai Chi Ball where we use the mind to lead the Chi. And we create so-called ball of no ball between the palms, using the energy and the Laogun gates in the center of the palm. That's pericardium point number 8. So, Tai Chi Ball breathing is done on the foundation of martial grand circulation breathing. Now, I think probably everybody has been through some lessons with us, even since COVID, on grand circulation breathing. So just let me briefly review. So we inhale, we gently pull in the lower abdomen and gently lift the perineum, because we have intention to move our chi strongly with martial grand circulation and Tai Chi Ball breathing. So we use the foundation of reverse abdominal breathing. So we exhale, we gently push out on the lower abdomen and gently push down on the perineum. When we inhale, well, let's position our hands like this, about hip height, palms kind of facing the earth, but you don't want the wrists or the elbows to be too sharply bent. So like this, palms are a little bit obliquely facing the earth. We inhale, abdomen in, perineum up, mind in the lower dantian. Just be careful to relax this area immediately below the diaphragm, and maybe in the beginning when you do the reverse breathing, keep the movements small and confine them to the lower abdomen. Inhale, abdomen in, perineum up, mind in the lower dantian. Imagine drawing in breath and chi through the Laogun gates in the center of the palms and the Yangchuan gates in the bottoms of your feet. Exhale, mind underneath the feet and the palms. Abdomen gently push out, perineum gently push down. Visualize breath and chi flowing out through the 4 gates into the earth. So inhale, mind at the lower dantian, abdomen in, perineum up. Breath and chi flowing in through the 4 gates into the lower dantian. Exhale, mind below the hands and feet. Abdomen gently push out, perineum gently push down. Breath and chi flowing out through the 4 gates into the earth. Let's continue for a few breaths with 4 gates breathing. Long, slow, deep, even breaths. Using the mind to lead the chi. This is very good for health because it promotes the circulation of bioelectricity in your body, chi. One form that chi takes, bioelectricity, which is essential to all your body functions, including cell reproduction. Now, with Tai Chi Ball of no ball and martial grand circulation, we want to strengthen the flow of chi to the arms. And we do that with this little trick. Halfway through our inhalation, squat down slightly, tuck the buttocks under, flatten the lower back, and move move the mind from the lower dantian up to this point right below the collarbone. That's governing vessel number 14 called Da Shui. So inhale, mind in the dantian. Squat down slightly. Move the mind to Da Shui. Finish the inhalation. Drawing chi up to Da Shui. And then exhale, mind under the hands and feet. Purely down, abdomen out. Just like before in the 4 gates breathing on the exhalation. Inhale, mind starts in the lower dantian. Squat down slightly, tuck the buttocks under, move your mind to Da Shui, finish the inhalation, drawing chi up to Da Shui. Exhale, mind under the hands and feet, perineum gently down, abdomen gently out. Let the chi flowing out through the 4 gates into the earth. So as we squat down and tuck the buttocks under, we open the Ming Men gate. That allows an extra flow of chi to go up the governing vessel to Da Shui and then out the arms. Inhale, mind starts in the dantian. Halfway, tuck the buttocks under, up in the lower back, open Ming Men. Move your mind to Da Shui, finish the inhalation. Exhale, mind under the hands and feet, abdomen gently push out, perineum gently push down. Breath and chi flowing out through the 4 gates into the earth. So that's the Marshall Grant circulation, done to strengthen the flow of chi through the arms. Tai Chi Ball breathing, very simple. We simply turn the lagoon gates to face each other and we create a ball of chi, the ball of no ball. When we exhale down, the mind is between the palms. When we inhale, mind starts in the lower dantian. Then we bring the mind to Da Shui. Exhale, mind between the palms. And remember all this time, the point that I hope is so ingrained in everybody that I don't have to say it, tongue lightly touching the roof of the mouth, tip of tongue. This is Tai Chi Ball breathing. As you exhale, if you're sensitive to chi, you probably feel a gentle energy pushing your palms apart. As you inhale, you might feel your palms being drawn together by the diminishment of that gentle energy that pushed them apart. If you're really sensitive to chi, as you inhale, you might feel chi expanding around your lower dantian, inside your abdomen. And as you exhale, you might find the ball of chi in your lower abdomen shrinking. So if you don't have a Tai Chi ball to practice with, or if you want to practice the meditative chi circulation health aspects of Tai Chi ball, you can do Tai Chi ball of no ball. And as I stand here, a little bit wider than hip width stance. Inhale, exhale, in and out. In, out.
horizontal circling pattern and stationary stance. And you also have in and out. Vertical circling pattern. In and out. So any movement that you can do with the real ball, you can do with the ball of no ball. So if we wanted to rock, I just step 1 foot forward. Inhale, buttocks under. Mind in Da Shui. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So now if you don't have a ball this morning, just do what the exercise is with the ball of no ball. It's very good for your health. What's missing, however, is the weight-bearing part of the exercise. So for the weight-bearing part of the exercise, we need a real ball with some weight to it. We have a trade-off as we do Tai Chi Ball and pick up a real ball. Because the heavier the ball, the harder it is for us to maintain the Tai Chi Ball breathing and the chi circulation. Why is that? Because if the ball's heavy, your muscles tense up. And tense muscles and tight joints inhibit chi circulation. So you want to start with a ball that's not so heavy that it makes your muscles tense. After you train for a while and build up your muscles, you can gradually increase the weight of the ball. So, and you can, while still maintaining the internal part, the chi circulation part. If for some reason, and I don't know what that reason would be, you didn't care about the internal part, or maybe you just really needed to emphasize in what particular practice time the aerobic features, then just pick up a heavy ball and use it. Of course, you'll get the good aerobic training and weight-bearing training with it. You'll lose some of the meditative and chi circulation possibly. So let me pick up a ball. So balls come in various sizes and weights. This is a medium Wine the May ball. Probably weighs 4 pounds, 3 to 4 pounds. There are smaller. This is actually, I believe, hardwood. And they're smaller hardwood balls. And then there are the redwood balls, which are hard to find anymore. They're very light because the redwood is very light. But this hardwood, I'm not sure which hardwood it is, but it's fairly heavy. But hopefully not so heavy that I'll lose my internal. So now I can raise my heart rate and get the weight-bearing exercise, and hopefully if the ball's not too heavy for me, I can continue to get the internal chi circulation benefit as well. So let's start off with stationary stance and inner ball next to outer ball. So, we have an inner ball in the center of the abdomen. I mentioned earlier that if you're really sensitive to the chi, you might feel that inner ball expanding and contracting as you do your Tai Chi ball breathing. So inner ball next to outer ball. And we start off gently with small circles, gradually making them larger. Inhale, exhale. In, out. So I think I'm okay with this ball. We can still feel the chi being led to the palms and through the ball to the opposite palm. But this is definitely going to become aerobic for me after a few minutes of warm-up, particularly if I start to add more body movement. So, horizontal circling, I'm going clockwise. Of course, you can also go counterclockwise, and remember, if I want to do that, switch to counterclockwise, what I don't want to do is stop and go. I want to have continuous circular motion, so I'm going to go through the center of the circle to change the direction. Let me illustrate that. I'm going to take my horizontal circle and I'm going to do it like this so you can see the change pattern. So I'm going to go through the center of the circle and change to counterclockwise, okay? So I'm going counterclockwise, horizontal circle. Now let me make a point here. Then go to the cardiac rehab place, and they've got these machines, and they've got these dumbbells, free weights, and you can exercise with the dumbbells and the machines. Well, there's some machines like the arm machine that goes circular, but dumbbells and some of the machines, they're all like this. That's good exercise, but think about, so if I have a 10-pound dumbbell in my hand, what's happening to my joints? They're getting a lot of strain, aren't they? But if I'm doing Tai Chi Ball, there's no stop and go on my joints. I'm not doing this. If you pick up your Tai Chi Ball and you do this, you don't understand Tai Chi Ball, okay? Because it's continuous circular motion. So, okay, so I switched from counterclockwise horizontal to overhand vertical. And again, I go through the center of the circle. This time I switch to the vertical, like this. So there's no impact, there's no jerky movement when we change patterns in Tai Chi Ball. So I was going counterclockwise, and I come in through the center of the circle, and I switch to horizontal, overhand. Not horizontal, vertical, overhand. Okay. And I can step 1 foot forward and rock. Okay, now inhale, buttocks tucked under, mind moves to Da Shui. Exhale. So your back gets a very nice benefit because it is moving, particularly the lumbar area where you have a lot of problems. Be careful if you can have a full-length mirror like we have in the school here, and watch yourself. Sometimes it's amazing that people will lean back and not realize it. The heavier ball you have, the more you're going to say, how can you not realize you're leaning back? Okay. But with the lighter balls, yeah, it sometimes happens. Or you might lean too far forward. Now this is too far forward because this ball is putting a lot of strain on my lumbar spine right now. So I don't want to go back. Here, Bai Hui and Wei Hian, line up vertically. Now all the exercises that we did for Tai Chi walking, you can incorporate with Tai Chi Ball. The ball just coordinates with the body movement. So if you're going backwards, you go backwards when the ball's going backwards. So here, I switch to the other side. And you can step and walk. And if you don't have to worry about leaving the camera frame, you can walk for quite a few steps in a row. Just like Tai Chi walking, only got the ball coordinated with the movements. You have there horizontal circling and vertical circling with stepping and rocking. So rocking is where we don't move the feet, but we do move the body, and stepping, of course, is when we actually step and move the feet. Now, there's other patterns you can use, such as rotating. This is particularly good for the wrists. However, if you have arthritis, use a light ball. But if you want to strengthen your wrists, you don't have arthritis, but you want to strengthen your wrists, then you can use a little bit heavier ball. And it's very good for strengthening your wrists. You can also do this rotating while circling. And you can do the rotating while circling and rocking. And also while stepping. And in addition to the rotating pattern, you have also the wrapping pattern. So rotating, the hands don't move. They stay on the ball. The hands don't move from the position that they assumed first on the ball, see? So the hands are not moving. Wrapping, the hands move. So I can wrap with one arm. So if I'm wrapping with my right hand and my right arm, my left hand is keeping the ball from dropping, okay? So that's what my left hand is doing, whatever it needs to do to keep the ball from dropping. If I wrap with my left hand, my right hand keeps the ball from dropping. If I wrap with alternating hands, then they change roles with each alternation. You practice each of the patterns till you create a mental and physical groove that is muscle memory. So you're doing the patterns correctly. And very importantly with the patterns is to activate the spine. That's why we did the warm-ups. Get the spine loose, because I don't want to do this with the ball. This is all arm. I want to activate the spine so that I can connect the root with the ball. So very important to activate the spine so that the ball is moved by the whole body. This is very nice too, because if you think about Um, the arm machine, where you're moving your arms in circles, and the dumbbells, you're mostly exercising arms and shoulders. But with the Tai Chi ball, hopefully you can see that the whole body is connected. And so, I'm not just exercising arms. Arms would look like this. Okay. Yes. Whole body. And I showed you stepping with the overhand circling or the vertical circling. You can also step with horizontal circling. Next up. I estimate this ball weighs 3 to 4 pounds. Now, this ball would be too much for me, and it's not. Ideally, the ball should be wooden for the ability to transmit chi. This ball is rubber, but it's 8 pounds, and if you really wanted to do muscle toning and aerobic exercise, then you could use something like this. But most of us probably should work up to an 8-pound ball, not start with one, because you find out, oh, you'll be sore if you start off with an 8-pound ball at the beginning of your training. So, and then here I have a redwood, and this redwood is very light. This is a pound maybe. It's probably too light for some of us, but for other people, maybe if they have arthritis in the shoulders, elbows, wrists, or other areas, this would be a good one to start with. Also, the balls that are, you can find at like Walmart or Target, the plastic balls. Very good if you've got arthritis, because then you just do the exercises with the very light ball and do the Tai Chi ball breathing. It's an important part of the treatment for the arthritis, but it would be very good to helpful in healing the arthritis. So you don't want to use a heavy ball if you have injury or arthritis.